Oh, got him. There we go.
Whoa, what's that right there behind us?
Oh my God.
That's a ray! No, that's a huge ray! It's a huge ray!
You were never gonna stop that in a million years.
Merry Christmas. We're on the South Atlantic. I'm out with my buddy Chris. I've got Pete with me. I've got Adam with me. Butters behind the camera. We're looking for something that we could smoke to make a smoked fish dip for our Christmas party. So ideally, we're gonna get on an Almaco or an amberjack or maybe some Atlantic bonitos. And if we can make this happen, I'm gonna show you guys my uncle's secret smoked fish dip recipe. Stick around, it's gonna be a cool one. Captain Johnny Jigs here. If you guys are new to the channel, I am a slow pitch jigging enthusiast. I love artificials offshore, and today is no different.
Can you put it in there?
20 pounder, you think? We're gonna be doing some micro jigging. We're gonna go out a little bit further, see if we can't get into some pelagics. We've got stick baits, micro jigs, we've got slow pitch jigs. I just wanna get my buddies tight on some fish. We're pretty pumped about today. This is gonna be a fun day of fishing.
Juvenile AP, baby.
Oh wow, look at that.
Juvie. Really?
Yeah. Back down, baby.
I'm on. Am I on?
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yes!
Dragon scale, all-purpose boat rod. Just shifted from stick baiting in the shallower water to throwing a jig on in the deeper water, and we're tight. One thing that's certain is I'm much more familiar with slow jigging with conventional reels rather than dropping a jig in 300 on a spinner. But cool. Got my drag loose. Yeah, could be a Nita.
Chris, I don't think he hit it because of the color of the jig, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think so. This jig has no foil, no paint, no nothing on it. Just a raw polished jig. I don't know if we can let our viewers see just yet. You want to try to... There he is. I'm using the medium heavy 6.6 spinning dragon scale blank. And we were just fishing between like 80 and 150 for the very beginning part of our day. In which case I put one of the new Temple Reef ripstick hand carved wood stick baits on, 40 gram, and I was just casting, and I'm getting distance, I'm getting sink, I'm getting really good action with that. But this is why we built this rod, because we moved out here to 300 feet of water, and I tied on a jig to basically slow and vertical jig with it. This is the do-it-all rod, the dragon scale, where you can come out here and fish any particular way you want. It's not going to excel in the stick baiting and popping, but it's going to do it. It's not going to be the perfect slow jig or vertical jig rod, but it's going to do it well. And you can also try doing what we love doing, you've seen us do many times, is just throw a casting jig on it, toss it 50 to 100 feet behind the boat and troll around with it in between spots. So dragon scale all-purpose boat rod, incredibly powerful. Goes from medium, light, all the way to double, extra heavy. Do yourself a favor and at least go put an eyeball in it on the website. 2 more clicks.
Were you on the bottom trick?
No, working the 250, under it, over it. On my 3rd go around. Who else is using the Atlas?
Here we go. Yeah, that's a jack. Heck yeah.
There he is, Almaco jack. 1 hook in the nose, 1 hook by the pec fin. He looks like a nice, clean, healthy fish too. He's got a nice lighter color.
Oh, got him. There we go. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Whoa. That's a strong fish. Wow. He definitely ripped some line on that one. He might have exerted all of his energy on that first run because now he's coming this way. Got a couple pretty gnarly head shakes. Look at that. Big head shakes. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, but he's staying straight up and down, so it doesn't, I don't think it's a bonita. However, I got color. What is that?
There's a shark's following it. That's a shark.
Whoa, give me a gaff. Get a gaff. Get a gaff.
Big shark. 2 sharks.
Whoa.
Big sharks.
Whoa, get a gaff.
Oh, he's chomped.
No.
It's right there. 2 sharks. Big
That's what happened. Dang it. And that's exactly what I wanted.
Damn it, I'm about to get shark.
Here, oh, big white one.
Here, put the head back.
Holy
Oh.
right here.
Put the head back in, John. Drop him back down.
Yeah, John, keep that, please, because I'm on right now. And
Pete!
Oh, Pete's on.
keep that thing around so I don't.
Pete's on. Quick flip. Oh, devil time, baby.
Up on homies.
Look, he's coming on you, John. He's coming on you, John.
Whoa.
Pull up, Pete. Hey.
Nice work.
Grab the shark.
Wow.
Bro, that's intense, bro.
That was awesome. Man, that would have been a decent
Yeah, hell yeah.
Almaco. I think it was an Almaco.
Look at that. Oh, that's gnarly looking. 2 for the price of 1 today. It's been a while since I've been fishing. So
Those are not Almacos.
No, though, those bar jacks or something. This one looks
I think
different.
they're bar jacks. This is exactly what I was looking for today. Unfortunately, not one that was bit in half.
Get 'em over here.
So I've got just a little bit of this fin right here that tells me that this is actually an Almaco jack. So this would have been a decent sized Almaco jack, and it's exactly what I was looking for the smoker today. So man, we got to keep going because I need to be able to smoke enough fish for our Christmas party. So we don't have enough yet. We've got the one Almaco. This guy's not gonna really produce any meat for us. So I think we're gonna feed him to the sharks. But you can see how beautiful the white meat is in there, and it's just so delicious whenever you make a smoked fish dip out of it. But this guy met his match with a toothy critter down there, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and feed them the rest of this guy. Keep fishing. One thing I didn't notice is that my bottom hooks got completely eaten off on that, and then because the fish was spinning on the way up, one of my top hooks got spun up pretty good. So it's gonna be time to rig up a little something different here.
This is a Slow Jigger Elite prototype we're working on here. We're trying to improve the model and make some tweaks, continue to make this rod more durable to last a lifetime. So testing out the strength of the blanks, see how they feel. It's a punchy rod, so it's got a relatively fast action. It's a power 3 is the one I'm fishing, is what we're going to declare this one. And I've got a 250 gram jig on. See, the bend stops about halfway through, so it's faster than normal, but we're also trying to consider durability for these rods because they're our $200 price point, and we want people who are buying it, usually when they're buying a $200 rod, are relatively new to the technique, and so we want something that's very durable that can take a beating so someone can learn on it, so you don't feel bad passing it off to your nephew when he's fishing on your boat if he clunks it around a little bit. And I think this is hitting that mark while still giving us sensitivity and durability. Now I just need to get tight.
There we go. Turn off the music. Ooh.
Daddy's on. Yeah!
Yeah, Daddy. Doubled up, baby. Been a tough morning. You know, we've got a few fish here, but definitely nice to be doubled up. Ooh, that feels like I just got sharked. Oh, Don't worry, Adam. I got the sharks taken care of for you.
Oh, I might have just got turned too. Either that or we both just have slobbers on.
So the sound you hear on my reel, it's actually not the reel, it's the line. This is a sun line, and it's a very tight woven line. So it makes a lot of noise coming out of the reel. Oh, gone. That's it. So I got sharked on whatever fish I had.
I just cranked the drag all the way up to try and get it past the shark.
Shark wailed on me.
We probably have sharks.
It's incredible that there were sharks in the previous area and now in this area.
Oh, it just came off. Oh, come on.
There we go.
Well,
I
Pete,
think I just picked up your fish, Adam.
I'd go tight drag and try to get some cranks, dude.
God. Yeah, there ain't no fighting this yet. That's got to be a shark.
Go 22 pounds on that ocean
Get out on
jigger.
the ocean jigger. It might be big.
Oh, I just got whacked on the way up. I just got whacked on the way up. You gotta be kidding me. What just happened?
I need a piece of this.
Good Lord.
Getting in on this.
Man. Oh boy. What in the world just happened? So I lost the fish. Fish came unglued. I was reeling up to check my jig, and then this just happened. Wow.
John, if I catch a reef donkey, is that something you want?
Yes,
That a big one?
yes. I've got a feeling that I've got
30 seconds.
hooks. Here we go. We got color. Oh, kingfish, baby.
We got pig.
Oh no, that's a Atlantic bonito. No way. These fish are so fun because they're just incredibly powerful. So that's a Atlantic bonito, and it's part of the mackerel family. You could see the teeth on them. So it's not a bonita, which a lot of people mix up, but this fish has real beautiful lateral lines. But what makes this fish awesome, besides the fact that it's halfway decent to eat, is that it's just so powerful, and that this fish can just absolutely rip drag out of your reel. So it makes them just a real fun fish to catch.
I got this ocean jigger maxed out, and he's still pulling drag when he wants to. I got color. That's a blackfin. No, it's not. It's a
It's the Almaco I wanted.
Look at that hook. Like, how did I not lose it?
I have no earthly idea.
Look at that hook.
That's the Almaco we wanted though.
That's a ray! No, that's a huge ray! It's a huge ray! Get that! The size of that. Look at that thing!
God.
Oh, he's turning.
I've never seen a ray that size in the South Atlantic. That thing was massive. It probably had a wingspan of, like, I want to say 10 feet. It was incredibly huge and just incredible to see. And that's really the joys of being out on the water, is being in nature and being able to see things like that. Just amazing. Something cool, new, not a sponsored or paid ad or anything along those lines, just something cool that I wanted to show you guys, is that Seymour Mapping came out with their next generation chip. So historically, what we had to do was we would have to have up 2 mapping systems at one time, especially if we're going in an inlet or we're going through shallow areas that we're unfamiliar with. But now Seymour has actually put in overlays where we have channel markers, and then in addition to that, it's got all of the public spots marked on there. So things are actually labeled on the Seymour maps now, which makes it a lot easier, not having to switch back and forth. It's really something that you could just do all in one. And if you're saying, well, what is Seymour Maps? These guys go out here with this very high-tech systems that map the ocean floor. So you've seen the show Drain the Oceans on TV. Well, it's essentially Drain the Oceans, right? So these guys are mapping every little detail. So not only do you just have an X on your screen where, you know, a wreck is, now you can see this wreck. You know where one end and where the other end of the wreck is. You could drift it properly without snagging up. And also you can find out where the fish are hanging out. So it's real interesting to see which side of the wreck, which corner of the wreck they're hanging out on. So just a kudos to Seymour Mapping for putting out the next generation chip and making it easier for us fishermen to catch fish. Is that a blackfin?
I think so.
That might be a
shake.
Oh, that's a
Yeah, it's a blackfin.
yeah, that's big enough to sushi maybe. He's a little small, but
Biggest tuna of the day.
Nice little blackfin. All glow torpedo. What else? What else would you use?
This is our PJM 25. So this is our rendition of a slow pitch jigging reel, something that we built from the ground up with engineers that do this for a living, and just getting all the things that we wanted. But a big question that I wanted to address that people have about this reel is they want to know, does the level line trace as the line goes out? So if you take a look closely here, here's your answer.
They call it synchronized.
The line synchronizes as it goes out, so you don't get that weird hang up as the reel is letting out line, which is just a beautiful feature of a higher end level line reel. Oh, I'm tight. I got whacked.
Oh man.
see him getting all feisty down there. Jeez. So little tiny guy. So he got tail wrapped actually. I knew that. I could feel that as I was doing it. Let's see if we can get this guy back quickly. There we go. Not the cleanest release, but pretty cool to see that there's some blackfin tuna around in December. So let's see, I need one more fish for the day. That's it, one more.
A little tuny.
Nice.
Oh. Okay, he got a little bigger.
Come on back.
Nice, Petey!
You coming into the boat, boy?
Somebody had to get one there. I think we're gonna finish this day off with Pete's fish.
What was that silvery thing around that Ray's mouth?
I feel like that was a jig, man.
Adam's jig.
Bro, you're not stopping that with freaking swordfish gear. What do we got?
Okay.
Ooh.
Do you want them?
You know what? Yeah.
Well, that'll smoke.
Put that in your smoker and smoke it.
Nice job, Petey.
Right.
That's it. I think that polishes off the fishing part of our video because we've got enough fish to make dip for the team as well as our families. But the last thing that I want to do before we go in, I want to get these fish nice and just ice cold. So I'm gonna pop these bags open, at least one or two of them. Put some water down in there. And what happens when you mix the salt water with the ice, just really gets these fish nice and firm, and then makes it a lot easier at the fillet table and preserves the meat much better. So now that I've got some ice on them, all I got to do now is grab the hose right here, just hit them with a little bit of salt water. So this water comes straight from the ocean, so very clean, exactly what you want on your fish. So before we make some smoked fish dip, we gotta fillet the fish. So I figured I'd show you guys this big Almaco. So for our neck of the woods, this is a decent sized Almaco. So I just come straight up the head and then I follow right down the spine right here. I can tell you that having a nice sharp knife makes all the world of difference whenever you're cutting fish. But just a shallow incision down the side right there. You could even do a chop on the tail right here, like so. And then I'll come back up, and you can kind of feel as you follow along the skeleton of this fish. I'm gonna go back down the other way, and then over top of the rib cage, there's some pin bones in there, and then just roll right over the rib cage down the other side. Very easy, nice fish to fillet. And then that's one side. And so I'm gonna be brave and give you guys the other side today. So once again, just straight across the head. I went a little bit further. I'm gonna come back that way just a little bit. Then I like to spin the fish around. A lot of times I'll do a puncture right here and work that light incision just right up the spine, like so. And then it should just roll right down the other side. Very nice and easily. Granted, you do have a sharp knife. And then I can just follow the skeleton again down the other side. Get a little bit of lift on it. Make sure you don't cut your fingers. just like so. Finish that cut off right there. And then over the rib cage or the spinal cord, down the other side of the fish. And then I should technically be able to just pop right up the pin bones there and roll right over the rib cage here. So that's it right there, guys. So really, you don't have to smoke this fish. It's a very good, it's got a nice texture to it. There is pin bones right down the middle, but it's a delicious fish to even just cook, whether you saute it or you put it on the barbecue grill or fry it. I do love it fried. I do come from southern roots. We like our fried food. So I'm gonna see you guys back at the office, back at the warehouse, back at the kitchen, back to go and smoke this fish and show you guys how my uncle has been making this smoked fish dip that I have loved for my entire life.
As promised, guys, we're about to make a smoked fish dip from Almaco Jack. Let's get started. So once you've got your fish all cubed up, you want to throw it in a Ziploc bag, hit it with some soy sauce, hit it with some brown sugar, let it brine for a minimum 4 hours. You could even go 8 hours. You could leave it in there overnight. Just adds a nice stickiness to the outside that allows that smoke to stick to the fish. Then you put mayonnaise in a bowl. You want to add some chive cream cheese, a little splash of Worcestershire sauce, some mustard, some cayenne pepper, and chop up some jalapeno peppers into a nice little diced mixture that's gonna look something just like this. And once your fish is done brining, it's time to throw it in the smoker. Nice. So we just got the hickory wood in there. I've got the smoker up to 220 degrees. And what I've got is a meat probe that goes in usually the thickest part of any part of the fish, whatever's the thickest. And so what I'm looking for is I want to get that internal temperature somewhere between 140 and 145 degrees. And then I know that my fish is completely smoked and we're ready to make the mix. That's it, baby. Internal temperature is perfect. Let's start with it doesn't matter. I'm gonna start with the top today. To our tray. Oh, look at that. You could eat that just like this. That would be absolutely delicious. But what we're gonna do is take it to the next level. So I like to chop up the fish pretty fine. Some people even put this in a blender, but not really my style. I like to just chop it up as much as I can. Because the fish is so tender and flaky, it just kind of falls apart with a spoon or a spatula. And then the next thing is that you want to get the mixture right. So you don't want it too wet. It just doesn't taste right when it's too wet, and you don't want it too dry. You got to get it just perfect. So I usually will mix as I'm going. As I chop fish, throw it in there. I put about a spoonful of the mixture in there, and you can make it whichever way that you like it. However, after a certain amount of time of doing this over and over again, you'll figure out what you really like and what your family really likes. So that's how I'm gonna make it. Well, guys, that's a wrap. This is absolutely delicious, and it's just one way to make sure that not even a drop of fish gets wasted. Thanks for joining us on this trip, and just a Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to all of you. For those of you that have been following us for all these years, thank you so much for being a part of Team Johnny Jigs, and Happy New Year to everybody. So I'm gonna enjoy this last bite, and you guys can check out a little B-roll of everybody else eating theirs. Get down, get down.